It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. On the return, Deontay Harris. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Play action. Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Harris to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Browns drive about to get started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. It's Wilson. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
From the gun, it's Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And complete right side to Cook. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. They go play action with Hurts. Steps away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Kamara trying the right side. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. To throw is Wilson. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On third down, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. And the Ravens have got it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Rolling to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Preston Smith there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's got this down to the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
To throw again is Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
2nd and 10. Wilson. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now it's Wilson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After hitting the field goal, now Sloman handling the kickoff duties. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Jones with a carry on 1st down, but I don't think he even made it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense all over that one.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goals.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. They'll throw now on the final play. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
From the 27, Hurts. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. DeForest Buckner coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action. Here's Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jacoby Myers, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On the move to his left. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Hurts to throw. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Harris to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Play action. Now Wilson. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24.
After the touchdown, Sloman to do the kickoff honors.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me.
Hurts fumbles it.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Sam Sloman now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sloman sets to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Caught on the right side by Jones.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Man open. That's Ray McCloud. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39. Hurts. Able to complete this one to McCloud. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have
got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. From the 35 on second down. Hurts escaping the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ray McCloud, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 23. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, it's Kamara. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it again with Kamara. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball.